I would
Well,
love
now
one
the
of
one's
these.
cracked,
Hint,
you know.
hint, hint. I would love one
Yeah.
of these.
Okay.
But let me tell you, my name ain't Daniel. Now you're gonna see it tonight in person. Think about that.
I'm gonna hold my breath while they put these in the blender.
We had a little accident.
Don't cut your finger.
Okay, hi everybody, it's the Papa from the Papa's Kitchen.
Hi.
My friend Joanne Leach is here along with her husband Bob. They're longtime friends from Ontario, Canada actually, and they're down for a number of weeks here in Florida. They come down every winter time to escape the blister, the cold, the bluster rather, whatever. I mean, I don't blame them. And so she is graduating today from the typical she's completed the ability to do a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. She's done that well. Now we're moving her to the next level.
This is the next level.
No. She's a good cook on her own. And
How do you know?
No, because you cooked for me before. But I invited her to cook on the channel. She said, no, I don't want to do that. It's too nerve-wracking. She says, but I would come on and see how you do it and all that. I said, oh, that's great. And so we invited them over for dinner. I'm going to do, and a lot of you have asked for it, and I'm doing it as part of the beginning of the month, corn chowder, Southwestern Corn Chowder. And this recipe I know you're going to enjoy. It's got a wonderful richness to it and some great, it's got a little heat, but not much. I'm going to keep it low for Bob. Okay, I know he doesn't like
For
the
Bob
heat.
and
Yeah.
Susan, actually.
Yeah, and for Susan too. But it's got a rich flavor because everything gets roasted, and that's what makes it really wild. So basically, you start with, and I'm going to start right off. You start with 2 pounds of corn, and I just used frozen corn and thawed it. And that's what I'm going to use. And what you want to do is you want to drizzle over this some olive oil and just, take your hands. We use our hands in this kitchen. Do you use your hands?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And we want to do that like that. And then I want to just make sure everything gets coated, and it is coated. And then what I'm actually going to do is I've got a tray here with parchment on it, and I'm going to dump, in fact, can you dump that on there, and then I'll spread everything out, and we're going to salt and pepper it. There we go, wonderful.
Hands.
Yep, we're going to salt and pepper this, and then we're going to put it in, my oven's preheating to 500, and we're going to put it in there for about 12 minutes until these start to turn brown. We want them roasted, and they're a little bit cold yet because I didn't get them out of the freezer quite as early as I wanted.
His sous chef didn't get
My
him out
sous
of the
chef
freezer.
messed
But
up
they're
on me.
thawed, right?
But they're thawed, yeah. And so let me wash that, and then I'm going to just put some salt and pepper on them. And hey, by the way, Joanne, you'll love this. This is my salt thing. I love these Peppermate, they're called. And I've got a discount if you order this off of my site.
It doesn't look like salt. That looks
No,
like
this is pepper. You could put salt in these. You could put all sorts of things. But I use this for pepper. I just love it. And then I will do the salt. And you don't have to heavily salt it, but you do want salt on it. A little bit more. And we're going to put that in. Now before I do, because my oven's still coming up to speed, the thing I'm also going to do is I'm actually going to do the very same thing with my tomatoes. And I've got, you can use Roma. These are plum. These are a little bit larger than Roma. In fact, I think what I'll do, it calls for 10 Roma. I think I'm going to do 8 of these. Let's do it this way, like this. We'll put these 2 aside. And
Yeah, they are pretty big.
They are pretty big, yeah. And I'm going to do the same thing.
Okay.
I'm going to just, because these are going to go in on a separate tray.
Oh,
but,
you do them whole?
But you do them whole. And what we're going to do is let them blister in that heat in there.
Okay.
And, and get roasted. And then I'll bring them out.
Hold that pan, Joanne.
Oh, yeah. I'll bring them out. And then I'll put them in the fridge to cool them down, and then we'll peel them and cut them up and put them in the mix of everything. And on this particular
Salt and
recipe,
pepper? You want salt?
no, not on these. No, we'll keep off of that with these. But what we're going to do, this soup, I always like even tomato soup. I don't know about you. I like it with a little bit of chunk in it, pieces.
Yeah.
So we'll keep some pieces in of the tomato and the corn, but ultimately it's more of a smooth soup. So you'll see me come to the point I can do I have a hand emulsifier, or I actually pulled this out because a lot of people have these, and we'll do it with the blender. And we'll
Just
blend
part
it.
of it?
Yeah,
Like a
probably
third?
3/4 of it.
Okay.
We'll puree it, and we'll do it that way. And somebody's trying to get a hold of me or get a hold of Susan, but that's how that goes. The other thing that I do is I also have 1 red pepper, and I'm going to blister this, blacken this on all sides, and then it's sort of roasting it that way, and then I'm going to peel that. We'll cut that up, and that will go in the soup mixture as well. So I'm sort of going to lead you through these things. In fact, let me get this going right on high right now, and we'll get that moving along, and then you'll see how we assemble everything. No oil.
Just dry.
Yeah.
Because you could do that on a gas stove.
You could on a gas, would be wonderful, and I'm going to see how this works, but I don't have gas, of course, in the condo, gas stove in the condo. And if you had a grill outdoors or something, you could. But this will be fine.
Don't you like his little pan?
That is so cute.
Yes,
I pointed
little cast
one out.
iron.
I pointed out that little one in Silvertown. Okay,
So,
that's heating up already.
and this
Yeah, it
is an
heats up
induction
fast.
plate I bought for the channel.
Okay.
Because it was so hard to videotape over here.
Right.
The way this is laid out. I love this
Man,
thing.
it's fast.
You can set. In this case, high. You're going high, and see, this is already going to go pretty good. Or you can set by temperature, and it hits the mark every time. Now, what you do with here, this has to be metal. It's like a magnet that's doing that. You see.
Really?
But we're going to blister this on all sides here, and that's
Your
going to be
pan
sort of
has
fun.
to be metal. We figured that out.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And there goes my oven. So these are going to go in for about 10, 12 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 12 minutes. Alexa helps me cook, Joanne.
That's really smoky.
Yeah, it is. So we'll bring that down a little bit.
And she tells him what to do.
No, she's always got
Alexa,
suggestions.
stop.
Now, why does it have to be a metal pan?
Well, because the way this heats is by
Conduction.
induction, and it's magnetic. So it's like the forces of I don't know. I don't understand. I'm not an engineer. I
So
was
you can
pastoring
put one
for
of your
2 years.
non-stick pans on that.
You could. You could.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. But I just want that to keep blistering and blackening. See, it's starting to a little bit.
Yep.
It's going to snap and pop a little. That's okay. It's all that water. Yeah, pretty cool, eh?
It's very.
So there you go. We'll stop the tape right there and get this all ready, and then we'll go to the
It's the filming.
the filming.
here.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, it's starting.
Yeah, see? It's
All right, I'll
so
keep
I
an
just
eye
want
on
to
it.
keep it moving. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly
All right.
right. All right, I just pulled my tomatoes out, and as you can see, they're blistered. And what we're going to do is we're just going to dump them in this glass bowl here, and I'm going to stick this in the fridge for a little bit so that they cool off,
I was
so that I
gonna
can
say.
feel them. I'd never be able to touch the dumb
No.
things. So, but they're going to be nice.
You could probably just run cool water over them, right?
No.
A lot of times you see them immerse them in cold
Yeah.
water.
But
that might
let's
be
just stick that in
quicker
the
than-
fridge. That'll be just great. And then what we're going to do, right there is some room. Yeah, there you go.
Just behind the camera, just in front of the camera, closer.
Yeah. And this too, I think I'm going to go ahead and stick in the. It's about as done as it's going to get on this thing. So let me just get a piece of paper towel, and if you can find some room in there, Joanne, as well for this thing, we'll put that in there and let that cool off because that needs to be peeled. And then I'm going to take this off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start assembling the The soup.
We left another tag on here.
Oh, did I?
It's the price tag.
Yeah. Oh, this. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. My goodness. I just bought
Here,
this.
you're gonna
I
have to get it. Out.
Yeah. I just bought this,
It was
and
really
I thought
on
I had
sale,
all the
by the
tags
way.
off.
It was really on
It is
sale.
a gorgeous pot.
Yeah.
I would
Well, now
love
the
one
one
of these.
cracked,
Hint,
you know.
hint, hint. I would love one
Yeah.
of these.
Well, there you go. Got the hint now.
Get your wallet out.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I've got some butter here. We're gonna put the butter in the pot. We're gonna put this up on. By the way, look at it's just how easy this thing is. You turn it on, and it always comes at the 5.
Okay.
But I could change the temperature, but I don't want. It's easier to cook. It's like your electric stove, you know. And I'm gonna go up a little bit. Alexa off. We're gonna let that butter melt, and then I'm gonna saute this. Let me check though on the corn, because we're gonna need that in a second.
Okay, that's looking good.
That looks great.
Some of it is brown.
Yep, it's starting to brown a little bit, so I think we're good there. We're gonna let that just rest there, because that's gonna go in here in a short little bit.
I didn't
So-
realize corn chowder took this much.
Oh no, this is easy. We're just it's
Well, I
Joanne's
didn't
slowing
mean
me
it's
down.
hard. Joanne's slowing you down.
You thought, Sue, you thought just throw some stuff in a pot.
Exactly. Open a couple
No,
cans.
no,
Well, you
no, we don't
think
do
you're
that.
roasting a
We don't
pepper.
do that. No, 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 no. Yeah. Oh,
Roasting a
Campbell's
pepper.
corn chowder.
That's
We're
my
gonna
kind of
put-
cooking, actually.
Our onions in there, and we'll do those first. Then I always wait a little bit and do the garlic, because the garlic tends to burn if you do too soon. And we're gonna let that saute.
You missed some. You missed some.
Oh well, let's get them in there.
That's right.
And I always should
Not
do
waste
this
them.
too.
There we
Yeah.
go, Joanne.
There you go. Good. Good.
Sur la table again.
Sur la table. Yeah. And then we'll let this run like this for just a little bit and cook down. And as soon as those cool off a little bit, we're gonna peel those, and then I'll just do a rough chop, stick them in here, and along with the corn. And then also that we're gonna need is 3 cups of chicken stock that's gonna go in there. And so I thought I had
You do have some of your own.
my own, but it's still frozen somewhat.
It is?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
We'll
so
pour
I
out
had
what's
to grab
thawed.
the box, and I'm gonna.
There's enough thought in there. There's enough thought in there, I think.
No,
Yeah.
I need to strain it and everything, so I'm gonna just wait on that.
So how much
Oh,
is this?
maybe
2
it's
cups?
okay.
2 cups.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need
we've
3,
gotta
so
put
here we
another-
go. I can do this. What I've been doing, this is my homemade, so this is real nice and rich.
Amazing.
Now,
Yeah.
for all the people doing
Little.
Daniel fast in January,
Oh no,
as
we
long
don't
as
do.
they didn't use
No.
chicken broth, this is vegetarian and vegan.
Right,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, my name ain't Daniel. Not that. So
This is
anyway,
hot. Can I toss in the garlic?
Yeah, you sure
This
can.
is hot.
If that's getting
Keep it going, Diane. Diane. Where did I get that from? Joanne.
Joanne.
Now, as Rachel Ray says, if you burn garlic, you gotta throw the whole mess
Whole
in
mess
the
away,
garbage.
don't burn it.
Does
Yeah,
she
and if
really?
we have to
Yeah,
turn that
oh,
thing
yeah.
down a little bit,
Okay.
just do negative. That's it. There you go.
4.
I do 3.5, 4. Yeah, sure.
See, it's easier with 2 cooks, right, babe?
Yes.
It is actually.
Yep.
That's why I use
We're not spoiling the broth.
major kitchens, and they have a bunch of cooks actually.
Yeah.
So Sue is the sous chef, literally.
Not really.
Not really, but she
I'm-
does. She does. a
I'm
great
a
job.
cleanup chef, is what I am.
We
Okay,
do
you
have
might-
an arrangement in our marriage.
You
I
guys-
cook, she cleans.
Yeah?
That works.
Pretty much.
Hey, I want that arrangement in my marriage.
I
And
wanted
he would
it.
cook.
No,
No,
he
I'll
would
cook,
clean.
he can clean.
Oh.
I
Okay,
wanted
you might
that
want to
for
hurry
years.
and add something to this.
All right.
Cooking.
Well, turn it off. Turn the button off, and we'll let it stop for a second. There we go.
All you do is push off and it'll go off. It sounds on,
Got
but
it.
it goes off. Yeah.
It's just got a little fan.
It just
in
says
there.
hot.
Yeah, the fan keeps it running.
That garlic smells amazing.
Isn't that good?
So Joanne, what's your favorite dish to cook?
Well, my
are you
specialty
known for? Yeah, that's
is
right.
veal provinciale, and it's just a veal, very thin veal cutlet dredged in flour, salt, and pepper. You have to do it in batches, sautéed in olive oil, and then you add crushed tomatoes, well, actually chopped tomatoes, red wine, and put the veal all back in. And the flour sort of thickens the sauce, and then you're supposed to serve it with olives and parsley, and then you always serve it with rice, butter rice, and broccoli. That's the meal.
Butter rice?
Yeah.
Buttered rice?
Butter rice just means you get the very fine pasta. You know, the little
Oh yeah, the little tiny, that look
Yes.
like rice.
yes.
Yeah.
No, not those. There's a
No.
name for them. I don't remember them.
Oh.
And you brown them first.
Orzo?
No, it's skinny, long pasta that's broken up.
Oh.
There's a name for it. Back in the day when people would buy
Yeah.
rice-a-roni, the first step was browning that
Oh,
stuff.
I know
whatever
what
it
that
was.
is then.
And then you throw the rice
Yes,
in, a whole bunch
yes.
of butter, garlic, parsley. It's amazing.
Boy, those were the days. You remember rice-a-roni?
Yes, I
Do
do.
they still make that stuff?
Yeah.
Vermicelli, that's what
Yeah,
it's called.
vermicelli, that's right.
You can still buy rice
Can ya?
roni, I think. Yeah.
But who would? Who would when you got
Me,
cooks like
I
this?
would.
Exactly, you tell 'em.
Yeah, right.
But anything Italian, right? honey?
Yeah.
That would be.
You cook for us, but I
Delicious.
can't remember.
That veal is delicious.
Yeah. What did I cook
Yes.
for
So
you
is that
guys?
your favorite of what she cooks?
It is. The grandkids love it. Yeah. It's
Now, the other thing the grandkids ask for all the time is the breaded pork tenderloin.
Oh, I think that's what you might have made
Yeah,
us.
so the pork tenderloin again,
Yes.
sliced, pounded,
Yep, you did that.
breaded,
You made
You
fried.
absolutely did that.
Everybody likes that. Or you can do it with
Yeah.
veal. but-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you made us.
Good.
You're tasting that over there?
No, I'm just getting it strained a little, and it's sort of still a little cold, but it'll be fine. I should have gotten this out much earlier.
You should add a little water. You don't need much more.
No, I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
So anyhow, and I can add a little water, absolutely. Alrighty, so let me do this. I'm gonna come back in just a few minutes. I'm gonna peel my tomatoes. I want everything ready so that when we start up again, this thing's gonna move
Just
pretty
happen.
quickly.
All right. Okay, you
All
guys
right,
have been working.
so
huh?
we sort of were working a little bit. I've sort of stopped everything. I got my tomatoes peeled and took the tops off that has that hard part, you know. And I may slice these up a little bit, put them in here. But as this comes up to heat, what we're going to do is we're going to use 2 tablespoons of flour and stick it in there and cook this onion garlic mixture in that 2 tablespoons of flour for about 2 or 3 minutes. Then we're going to add the tomatoes, we're going to add the corn, we're going to add about a cup and a quarter, or a cup and a half of crushed up tortilla,
Look at
corn
that.
tortilla
How neat
chips.
is that?
We're going to add 3 cups of chicken stock, and we're going to add 2 cups of half and half, and that's all going to go in there. And then with tasting, we're going to add cumin powder and chili powder, but we're going to be careful there because we don't want to run you out of town.
All right, you want to go easy on
Go easy on that. So, all right. So anyhow, there we go. Can you look in there?
It's sitting in there.
Oh, all right.
Got
I
it.
didn't
I'm
know.
doing my job.
No, I didn't know if this new pan was
Oh, it is a little high.
a little high or whatever for you, but anyhow. And really, the only reason you're doing this, you want to cook that flour taste out of there.
I don't see the
Terrible.
whole thing, but we see enough.
There we go. This is going to be so good.
Here, you got some onions up in here.
Okay, yeah.
There
See,
you
I
go.
can't even see over that thing.
No.
No.
This
Half
thing
and
is
half?
not quite yet.
No?
I'm gonna throw those tomatoes in first.
Oh, okay.
I think, because if I do any of the juices, I dump the tomatoes in, they'll splash all over. So,
Hey, I've been splashed many
I bet
times
you
in
have.
this
Well,
kitchen.
you've got all these awesome aprons.
That's right. I need to wear one because I get splashed all
On the camera, you get
Yes.
splashed?
oh, I've splashed her
Yeah.
when she won't back away.
He doesn't give me any warning.
Okay, we dump
Okay,
it
yeah,
in
let's
there?
dump those in.
Dump.
Yeah, it's gonna be all so good. There you go. Oh my goodness. I
Smells
can't wait.
good already.
This is gonna be so
Here,
good.
Joanne, just use this towel.
Yeah, whatever you need there,
Okay.
Joanne. And then Joanne, if you can get me the corn, and we'll figure out a way to get that in here as well.
Is it cool enough?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, okay, and let's just do this. There you go.
Hang on, we got this guy here.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa, there we
Okay,
go.
that's
Can
all
we do
right.
it this way?
Yeah, sure can.
This
Absolutely.
looks amazing.
Oh, it's gonna be
All
good.
you did was put oil, salt, and pepper.
Yep. And when this gets all pureed, you can see how it's gonna just be delicious.
You know, I don't think it would have hurt the pan. You probably wouldn't have needed the parchment paper.
Oh, you might not have, but I sort of do it by habit more than anything else
know.
nowadays.
So you don't have as much cleanup,
Cleanup,
right?
yeah, I just.
So
Well-
Sue doesn't have as much cleanup.
He doesn't like his pans marked.
No, I like
Jerry.
to, that's right.
They do look almost new. You should be able to lift this up.
Oh, we'll see how this
All right.
works. Bob and I are holding our breath.
Yeah, well, you're among professionals. There we go. Oh,
No
Joanne,
marks
you
on
did
your
so
pan.
good. And now I'm actually going to put in the tortilla chips. We're going to get those mixed around. And then let's put in the stock. Can you imagine how good this is
Now
going
the
to taste?
tortilla chips are gonna obviously soften.
They're going to
it,
soften, and that actually get pureed too. And then we're going to use other chips for
Garnish.
Oh, wow.
along with some sliced avocado and the red pepper.
Amazing.
Yeah, you're going to love it.
Now that's gonna thicken because of the.
It's going to thicken a little bit, and we want to stir it a little. But eventually, what's going to really thicken it is that I'm going to puree it here in a
Right.
second. And that's what's going to make it so
Looks
delicious
amazing.
good.
Now, this goes in at the end?
No, we're going to put a little in now. Because we want it to, yeah.
I'll
There
let
we
you
go.
do it.
What's nice
Now,
about
is this a hot chili powder?
It's
or?
a hot chili powder, yeah. So you do what you think Bob can handle.
Well, when I make chili, I put a lot in, but I don't know how hot theirs is down
No,
here.
it's no hotter than what you
It's
have.
like what
Yeah,
you're
so you
used
want
to.
more?
Yeah, put a little bit more in, sure. He can handle it.
No.
We can always add it to
Yes,
our
we
own.
can.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, this
fantastic.
is so good. So good. Let's just get that all sort of heated up and put together here. And then I am going to take it and slowly we'll put it in the puree thing and then add it back into this pot, and we're ready to eat.
So the pepper's not getting pureed.
No, the pepper is going to get cut up,
Okay.
peeled and then cut up, I should say.
Okay.
And then we're going to dice and we're going to use that as like a garnish on
Okay.
top as well.
I can peel up on your puree.
Yeah, sure can.
Are you sure you want to put this in the blender?
Oh yeah.
Why? Why do you say that?
I don't know.
Nope, it goes in the
Don't
blender.
blend the
But
whole
you don't
thing, will ya?
blend the whole thing. And listen, here's the key. On hot stuff, when you're doing it in the blender, not the food processor, but the blender, don't put the lid down tight and put a cloth up on top just in case. Because hot tends to do some funny stuff in the
It
blender.
does, it explodes.
Here,
I'm gonna
by
need
the
a
way,
peeler.
here.
This isn't peeling right
Here, do
off.
the peeler. It works really well.
You think?
Mm-hmm, I know
Yes.
it does.
Yeah. It's a lot easier than
Yeah.
nails.
And Joanne, what I'm going to do for you, I won't show it on camera, but I'm going to make you some hot water cornbread to go right along with this tonight. So
Sounds
And
amazing.
if you've been with this
You can't
channel
get
for any
any-
length of time, you've seen the hot water cornbread.
that's right.
Yeah? It's
Yeah.
been on?
Yep.
Well, I've seen
He
the
makes
channel. I
it.
haven't seen the cornbread.
Well, now you're going to see it tonight in person. Think about that. How great is it?
Oh dear.
How great is that?
I'm gonna hold my breath while he puts it in the blender.
Now, do you,
What we praying?
Sue, do you suggest what to make, or is it always Jerry's idea?
No, he'll ask me if I want that.
Okay.
Or if
You know
it's
what? I
okay
don't
with
know
me.
who it was that asked for Southwestern Corn Chowder, but I am so glad you suggested it. I really, really am. This looks just amazing.
Oh, he's doing it. Where are you gonna put it while you add the rest?
I'll put it in a bowl of some sort.
See? That's why I don't cook anymore. It just seems like too much work to me.
I know it's a lot of work.
It is
a lot of
But
work.
you know what? When you sit down and eat it, it's worth
It's
it.
foodies that like to cook. I
Right,
like food.
right.
I really don't like.
And I love
I like
fresh.
to eat it, but I don't
eating
care.
it. Yeah, I enjoy eating it.
I'm not picky. I'll eat whatever.
I love fresh too, don't you, Joanne?
Yep.
Fresh ingredients, fresh
Yep.
Yeah.
herbs and
Yep.
spices.
That's what they do in Italy.
That's
Few
right.
ingredients, but they're all fresh.
Everything's fresh.
Okay, we're gonna come back.
Did that show up on camera?
She
No, I had it off.
I was trying to
You're
get it
in
off.
for the job. You're in
I
for the
messed
job.
up. Oh my Lord.
I knew
And
it.
he went through and make sure you have the lid on.
Oh my gosh.
You should be recording it for an outtake.
Bob, I blame you totally for that.
Could have been,
There we go.
could have been an outtake.
Highlight of the entire production.
And I had the camera off.
You did?
Yeah, put it on
Oh,
and put it
Lord.
on and get a picture.
No,
of
this
the
is
floor.
enough. The evidence. There's evidence.
There's the evidence.
Here, we're gonna go look at the evidence.
Go for it.
Look,
We had a little
he
accident.
looks like he threw up all over your shirt.
Oh, watch where you step.
Oh, yes.
I was trying to get the thing off the stand, and it,
You know what
Totally
happened?
messed up.
I know exactly what happened. It's happened to me before.
what?
Is you don't turn it, you didn't turn it off.
Turn it off.
I unplug it because this has happened to me
I learned my
before.
lesson.
Why? Why do you want?
Because I always hit the wrong button and keep it going or something.
It does look like somebody.
Oh well, I'm glad it wasn't the whole thing. See, we still got plenty.
Turn the camera off and let me clean up.
You don't want to change on camera. Okay, have you recovered?
I've somewhat recovered. I'm still finding pieces of corn on
Now
my
this
wall.
could be bad too. You're gonna use pieces
Okay.
of corn over there.
Now, yeah, we won't talk about that. All right, folks, I want you to know I've had to change shirts,
Change apron.
aprons. I still got my original pair of pants on, and nothing got through to the underwear. But we sort of let loose there for a second and we got crazy. And what happened is I had it off and I lid off, and I was going to transfer what was in here blended over, and you gotta, this particular blender, you gotta turn it and pull it off of the stand.
Right.
And when I did that, I must have hit, or it has an automatic or whatever. I didn't have the blender off, in the off position. I should have had it unplugged. But
No, what happened is
We
your
have
hand
recovered.
hits that,
Or
and that's
something,
what's
yeah.
happened to me before.
could I recommend that you buy one of these? It's just a lot easier. And put it all the way in. And by the way, even this you can mess up.
Yes, you can.
Because if you pull it out while it's doing its thing, you're going to know about it. But I keep it right on the
We're
bottom.
gonna keep the camera on just in case.
Huh?
We're gonna keep the camera on
Oh
this
Lord,
time.
don't do that.
See?
But I actually want this somewhat smooth, so that's why I'm going to take the time to do this.
Even that, you're supposed to pump it, go off and on.
I do. I'm pumping sort of. You can't see
Make
it.
sure you get it near the top there.
Lord have mercy.
We're gonna all tell him
I'll
what
tell
to
you
do
what.
now.
That was a shock. I went into a brief set of shock there for a second. I didn't know what my name was. Oh, Lord have mercy. My goodness. I'm sure glad you didn't get a chance to see that on camera. I really
Well,
am.
we
Oh.
got the aftermath.
Oh, that is really good. Joanne, what I'd like you to do is grab that ladle or whatever you want there and run your, make sure that it's looking just like it needs to. Doesn't that look delicious?
Amazing. Yeah, there's no big pieces of tomato. Do you want to move that slightly?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
So-
we're good.
I think we're good.
This cooking channel, you see the backside of the cooks.
Yep, you do a little. So, I'm gonna bring this back over. We're gonna put it on the burner. I'm gonna put it on low.
There you go.
And what I'm going to do, so we just want to keep it warm, you know, and we'll serve this up.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh, that's great.
Oh yeah. Now what I do want to do, and this is where you and I, Joanne, not the rest of the crowd. That's just, you know, even Jesus had his scorners and his mockers. Here, we try and see if it's seasoned like we
Right.
want it to be. Needs salt. We're looking salt, pepper, cumin, and chili. I think it needs salt,
I think it could use a bit more chili.
and it probably could.
Yeah.
So why don't you do that?
Butter up? No,
Yeah.
it's not hot. I swear.
No, it's not. It really isn't.
It's not. I'll go easy.
And I think I'm going to just put a dash of salt in, Joanne, if that's okay. What do you
Yep, go
think?
for it. Now, there's no pepper in this.
There was only on the corn, but you're right. I should put some pepper in as well.
Yeah,
that would be very, very
You were
good.
gonna put
There we
it
go.
in
That's
at
good.
the end.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Pepper.
In fact, let's do a little pepper now.
Maybe you meant the red pepper.
No, I meant regular
No,
pepper.
him. When he said I put it
Oh,
in.
you meant this?
No, I
pepper?
meant this too. Let's just try. And then here, let me
Looks amazing.
once again try it. See what you think. If it needs more.
Oh, that's good. That salt really made a difference.
It made a difference,
did.
didn't it? Yeah. It just needed the salt.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Oh, now that is good.
Fantastic.
Do you feel like it needs any more cumin or
Nope.
chili pepper?
Nope. I think
Okay.
we're good.
Good.
That's gonna be good.
That's good.
All right, now Joanne, while that's sitting there, our iced tea is in the fridge. And what I want to do with you, no, leave it in there. What I'm going to do, I want to show you how we do hot water cornbread. And I'm not going to do it on camera because they've seen it before, but I will show this to you. And then we're going to make some hot water cornbread. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this over here.
Just show him the pan.
We were
Show
with
the
Jerry
camera
when
the
he
pan.
bought that pan.
There you go.
This
A
is
year
the
or so
can.
ago,
So
yeah.
yeah, so you can find that video if you want to
Sur la
see.
table.
Did you
But I
buy it
remember-
there?
Yeah, well, we were with
Forgot.
you guys. So
I think so.
Oh yeah.
My oven is still hot.
He's more than a pretty face. Talented
You think
guy.
you're more than a pretty face, hon?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I think this has really turned out well. I'm
I
pretty
do
pleased
too.
with it.
Look.
It looks great. Looks great.
Listen, garnish this with avocado slices. Garnish it with that red pepper
Yes.
and some corn chips. And you've got yourself a beautiful meal. Here you go, Joanne. You can serve that up in anybody's place if you like.
We're gonna get Bob on camera tasting this
behind
though.
the scenes of Papa's kitchen.
Good job.
That was fun. That was so much fun.
Okay,
No.
Bob, we want you to try it and give us
Try
your
it and
opinion.
taste it?
Yes.
Tell us what you think, Bob.
Right. I'm gonna be honest.
It's thicker than I thought it would be.
If you don't like it, it's Joanne's
It's
fault.
amazing. We
Is
need
it
all
good?
those recipes, Jerry.
Is it too spicy?
No, that is
No.
delicious. Delicious.
All right.
Joanne did a great job.
Yes.
Really did a great job.
We did.
Eat it,
She
Butter.
did. All right, you guys, thanks for being on the channel tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. And so we'll see you guys soon.